welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit. I read tarot intuitively, and today we're doing another general message for the collective. And again, I would say I'm really inspired by all the people that have been reaching out to me for private readings. Thank you for that, by the way. I've really been enjoying just connecting with people and doing these readings for y'all on one-on-one. So if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my Instagram handle and my email ID is given in the description box below. And what I'm sort of understanding by doing all these private readings and connecting with you guys is there is something very common and underlining in all the readings that I've done. And I think the common fact is that everyone has sort of been collectively dealing with a narcissist and completing some very major karmic cycles in their lives. And it's a very sensitive and delicate time for a lot of my viewers, because most of us are empaths, most of us identify as star seeds, most of us are healers, counselors of some kind. And I think it's important for you to understand that it's almost necessary to go through the experiences you've gone through. And what I'm really hoping today is to perhaps put these horrible experiences in perspective so you can really be free of it. And so, we'll discuss narcissistic traits today, and I have jotted down some points from the internet on, I was just reading up about narcissistic traits and how to identify a narcissist. So I think this will be very helpful for someone out there who's still dealing with a narcissist, or just has a narcissist in their energy, and we'll sort of see at the end what we can do to heal from this. So I have jotted down some points as to what makes a narcissist. And the first point is they have an exaggerated sense of self-importance. They have a sense of entitlement and require constant excessive admiration. So this is the kind of person they're sort of deluded, because they don't understand that at one point, the old tricks are going to fail. You will not be able to fool people again and again the same way. And despite all that, they really have an exaggerated sense of self-importance, because they're sort of masking their own shame and just humiliation and insecurities of all kind. And they expect to be recognized as someone superior without achievements that warrant it. So like I said, this person has a very distorted image of themselves because of everything that they have been through, which is no excuse, by the way. And because of that, they have a very distorted way of looking at themselves and therefore looking at others. They expect to be recognized as superior even though achievements that don't warrant it. So this is the kind of person who would, like, for example, this is the kind of person who would fake and they would lie about how they were like the debate champion in their college. I'm just giving an example. So this person has this whole person's persona sort of is built around building illusions and falsifying what they truly are, because they don't know themselves here. They constantly are preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance, beauty, or a perfect mate, while they're not sort of ready to look into themselves and be accountable for anything that has happened to them. So this is the kind of person that will blame their parents and justify their behavior by the horrible upbringing they probably had. And I still feel that is no excuse, because I feel a lot of people come from broken homes and they aren't necessarily bad people at the end of the day. So there's a very big choice factor here. You can always choose to do better for yourself. And I feel a lot of my viewers, I feel a lot of, you need to realize you're very powerful, having dealt with such people, and you still maintain your grace and your dignity and yourself. You haven't let go of your beautiful open heart here. And this person is not exactly willing to look into themselves and improve themselves, but they want the best partner, they want the best car, they want the best house. And narcissists usually have a tendency to live beyond their means. They're most likely always in debt, even if they don't show it. Like this is the kind of person who will spend their whole income for the month and then some. They never give you anything selflessly. They always have an ulterior motive. So I feel again, it's going to be different for everyone. This is a general reading, but a lot of the people I've been doing readings for, this narcissist was a romantic interest for you. So this is like a narcissistic ex. For others, I'm picking up for a lot of y'all, it is your parents, and I'm really sorry you had to deal with a parent like that. There is just, my heart really goes out to you here, you know, if you had a parent like this. And for others, it's a friend or someone you work with. So it's going to be different for everyone, but majorly what I'm picking up here is this is a romantic interest. And you need to know that any gifts they gave you, they never gave you anything selflessly. They always had an ulterior motive. And I think you have been blinded to a great extent, but at one point the mask fell. And this person will try to take advantage of others to get what they want. They're not afraid of throwing you under the bus if they need be. Like, this is the kind of person, for example, they would say that their brother is such a narcissist and know-it-all. And just think of it, right? If someone says something like that about their brother, then who the hell are you in their life, right? Especially if you're a romantic interest. And they're very hell-bent on taking advantage, and they sort of just filter things as to how is this situation or this person going to benefit me. And most narcissists at some point, because of the way they are, they have to give up on their dreams. But you know, I feel a lot of my viewers, y'all are chosen ones, y'all have a very special purpose. I feel a lot of y'all are empaths, psychics, healers, and y'all are meant to have a very specific destiny. And I think I think a lot of y'all are also coming to a place where you're understanding why things happened the way they did. And you're realizing you have a special purpose. And you're finally walking into your special purpose, and this person is just very threatened, intimidated, and they're sort of projecting their inner shame and guilt for not following their dreams onto you because you are finally following your dreams. I feel a lot of y'all may have confided in this narcissist. I feel a lot of y'all were very close to this person at one point in your life. And you know, I feel a lot of y'all were sleeping with the enemy, and my heart really goes out to you here. But you need to know that everything that you've gone through has a very specific reason in your life, and at the right time, you yourself will understand and you will be able to utilize your experiences with this narcissist for the greater good of all, for the greater good of the collective over here. And so this person is constantly projecting their inner shame because they didn't follow their dreams. And I think a lot of y'all are following your dreams. I feel a lot of y'all are in the public eye. I feel a lot of y'all have YouTube channels. I feel a lot of y'all are supposed to be a speaker of some kind, be a public speaker of some kind, be entrepreneurs of some kind. And you basically are living the life this person wants, okay? And they cannot stand it. This person has done everything in their means and then some to hit you below the belt. But I think you are at a point where you need to realize you're truly protected and guarded. And I can speak of myself, you know, the reason I'm making this video with my face is I'm not afraid of the narcissists in my life, because I know I have healed from the situation, and the narcissists in my life cannot emotionally manipulate me anymore. And it's very important for you to realize that you control the power. I feel a lot of y'all have given your power away, and it's okay. You know, I feel you were at the same level of this narcissist at one point, but you have definitely grown. And it shows, and this narcissist can see it for themselves, because they're very much stuck in the same place that they were, and you know, you have transformed constantly since. And I just want you to know that if you have kids with this narcissist, your kids are protected, and you are also very protected here. I feel a lot of y'all might be seeing signs and synchronicities, your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, they're all very much near you. I feel a lot of y'all may be noticing cats, birds, things like that, feathers. So pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, because you're being very, very guided to deal with this dark night of the soul. You're not alone. Please know that you're not alone here. And there's nothing to fear, you know. Like I said, you know, I'm making this video with my face. So I'm not scared at all, and I want you to understand that there's no need for you to be scared either if you've been dealing with this. And I get it, being constantly stalked on your social media. This person probably would drive by your house, and for a lot of y'all, this person has barged into your house and done a whole lot of ruckus and drama. So just know that they're definitely getting their karma very, very soon. And we are in Saturn retrograde right now, so I feel the pebbles are already falling on their head, and the ceiling will soon fall on their head. That is what Spirit is saying. This person expects special favors and unquestioning compliance with their expectations. So for example, if this person gives you a gift, right? If this person gifts you a watch, they expect the same and more. And since they gave you something at one point of time in their life, they think that they have sort of bought you. I feel a lot of y'all, especially if it was a romantic context, this person really thought that they could just buy you out. And it really irks this person, your light, I think you naturally shine bright. You naturally are a star. You naturally are meant to do something great, and you have a very specific purpose in life. And I think you're finally realizing that for yourself, and so is this narcissist in your life. So I feel this person has done everything in their power. And I feel, for a lot of y'all, I feel this narcissist has more money than you and has just more resources in general compared to you. And I know it's so puzzling, right? Why would someone who has more be jealous of you? But you need to understand where their jealousy is coming from. And it is coming from a place for them to it's coming from their place of inability and unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others. So I feel for a lot of y'all, this narcissist, especially if it's a romantic context, will try to come back into your life. And this is a very deceptive narcissist. This person will never have the balls to say to your face what they say behind your back. But I feel a lot of y'all are very intuitive. I feel a lot of y'all are psychic. And I feel a lot of y'all aren't even dealing with this person unless it's about your kids or something. So just know that your intuition and hunch about this person is very, very right. And yeah, I think the basic underlying principle of a narcissist is that they lack empathy. But they will show that they care about the whole world when they don't. They don't even really care about themselves clearly, right? They're highly envious of others and believe others are envious of them. So the delusion is really thick here. And this person has a huge difficulty in understanding social settings, because it's almost like they believe in their own lies. I don't even think it is their fault to a great extent, because the narcissist in your life, they really believe in their lies. Like, that is sort of the core problem here, and it's really sad because you cannot help them. I feel a lot of y'all are empaths, and I feel a lot of y'all need to know this, that there's nothing you could have done to fix this person. So I feel a lot of y'all have overspent yourself, spread yourself way too thin, just given up on your own self-respect completely to make this person happy. And you need to know that you can never make this person happy, because they're just not happy with themselves. You cannot love anyone who doesn't love themselves, and this narcissist does not love themselves. Hence they think everyone is envious of them, and they're sort of envious of you, because I think a lot of y'all are naturally loved. I feel a lot of y'all, and I don't even think a lot of y'all even care about this. I think a lot of y'all are just focused on your own cup, what you want to do in your own life, and you could care less. And I think what is triggering the most to this narcissist right now, especially if you're in a no contact situation, is the fact that you're really starving this fat narcissist of attention. And I feel this narcissist's life has gotten very, very chaotic ever since you got out of it. I feel, again, the delusion here is the narcissist thought that you need them when it's actually the other way around. And with that, what you really need to understand is you cannot, it's okay what you have done in the past, but you also have a choice right now to change yourself and do better for yourself right now. And yeah, again and again, Spirit is saying that for a lot of y'all who have kids with this person, just know your kids are very protected, even though this person may use some underhanded means and try to use your kids against you. So you need to be very, very careful when it comes to dealing with this narcissist. They behave arrogantly, coming across as conceited, boastful, and pretentious. So like I said, they would just have a very false sense of self, and they exaggerate this false sense of self. They insist on having the best of everything, a car or the office. And I feel for a lot of y'all, whoever this narcissist is in your life, I feel like for a lot of y'all, this person is homeless now, or they're having some trouble with their car, and they're obviously having trouble with their finances. And I feel, again, this narcissist, again, if it's a romantic context, you need to understand that for a lot of y'all, you were left for someone else, and whoever this narcissist left you for was also a narcissist, so they've definitely met their match, and this is their karma for messing with you. And everything that they have done to you, the smear campaigning, the lies that they have told others about you to sort of paint themselves in a more positive light, all of that is going to come crashing down, because Spirit is saying, proof is in the pudding and devil is in the detail. So whatever this person has done in the dark will come to light. You really need to know that. So you need to know you will get your divine justice, and you should be bloodthirsty for it. This person is constantly projecting. So, again, a narcissist will never be able to be alone. Always notice this. I feel a lot of y'all aren't afraid of being alone, because I feel a lot of y'all are spiritualists. A lot of y'all speak to spirit. I feel a lot of y'all speak to your ancestors, and you understand the importance of having solitude. And this narcissist doesn't. This narcissist always has a posse or a gang of people with them at all times to just make them feel like they're something. Because this person is way too afraid to be by themselves and reflect on their own shortcomings, or just really take a deep look at themselves. Like, again, this narcissist is someone who would probably call you complicated because you have depth and you have dimension, and you are ready to meet yourself at a level where you're not afraid of confronting your shadows. You're not afraid of really taking a look at yourself and taking the bull by the horns and just having to deal with whatever the situation is you have to deal with. I feel a lot of y'all have a very magical ability to transform yourself every time you go through something negative, and you become a whole new being, a whole new spiritual being. I feel a lot of y'all, for a lot of y'all will find peace in understanding that this narcissist hurt you, yes, and they had different intentions of hurting you, but you need to look at the bigger picture here, and you need to understand that this almost catapulted you into your own spiritual awakening, right? So you need to understand that this narcissist had a very special function to play in your life. And just be aware, I feel a lot like the gossiping and the smear campaigning, they will only project the things that they do onto others. So for a lot of y'all, this narcissist may have addictions of some kind. For a lot of y'all, it is sex. For others, it's substances. And they're just very restless and stressful all the time. Therefore, they need their addictions to make them feel a little okay relatively before they start feeling empty, and they sort of perpetuate the cycle over and over again. So you need to be very, very careful, because this narcissist, like I said, is very deceptive. This is a very sly, deceptive narcissist. And I think for a lot of y'all who have been in no contact situation with this person is trying to gauge how to come back into your life while they have this third party with them all along. And I feel even the third party is very jealous of you, right? So you don't just have one hater, you have a lot of haters, my empaths, So you need to understand that this person will come at you with a fake apology, and they will try to do it nonchalantly, and they think that if they do it nonchalantly, they will sort of be able to gauge where you are. They definitely want to know what's happening in your life. I feel a lot of y'all have gone silent. I feel a lot of y'all are more private than, I think a lot of y'all were private anyway, but you have just become more conscious about what you're posting. I feel a lot of y'all are posting, if you're out, you're only posting once you leave the place, and please keep that, you know, because you're being heavily stalked. Your social medias are being heavily stalked. Like I said, this person will probably drive by your house. They just want to know what is happening in your life, because they also know that you are coming into abundance. They know the karma they have done, and they also know your karma. And they cannot stand it. They cannot stand anyone being better than them. So be careful. This person is definitely a succubus, incubus in your life. This narcissist is basically a leech, okay? And we do not let leeches back into our lives. So again, it is your wish to make. You know, it is your choice to sort of decide whether you want to take them back or not. But personally, if you listen to me, I would say please don't take them back, because and this person will only hit you below the belt. And for example, if you haven't been in touch, they will email you, message you out of nowhere after a few months, saying how badly they are doing and how they need your help, or something along those lines, because they know that you have loved them so unconditionally in the past. And I don't feel this narcissist in your life has ever experienced unconditional love unless it was with you. And it's really sad, because, you know, even this person's parents didn't give them unconditional love, you know. So keep your roach spray ready. Keep your roach spray ready for this narcissist, because they're not going to die. This is like a fat cockroach that is just not going to die. That is going to, I think a lot of you just need to accept that this fat cockroach is going to be around in your life all the time now. And I feel a lot of you can even feel their presence in your life. So just keep your roach spray ready to spray them. You definitely need to have your guard up here. And at the same time, know you're divinely protected. So be very careful of their fake apology. They're only sorry because they probably got caught. Or they're sorry for themselves because they realized that you were the blessing all along and they made the wrong choice. But I think what has happened in them making the wrong choice is the mask has finally fallen off, even for you, you know. And I feel a lot of my empaths, and I can relate, you know. I think when you love unconditionally, when your heart is so open, your third eye is imbalanced, you know. So despite you being intuitive and psychic, it took you a while to catch up to this person's games. But be careful, you know, they will definitely come at you with a fake apology. And they don't want to come at you out of nowhere, because they don't want to give away their ulterior motives. But I'm definitely catching up some ulterior motives, and I'm definitely going to tell you, you know. So I'm definitely warning you right now that very soon, very soon, this narcissist will try to come back into your life. So keep your roach spray ready for this fat cockroach. They react with rage and contempt and try to belittle others to make themselves appear superior in any given situation. This person has such fragile ego that even if you're probably not posting about them, even if you're just posting like whatever, like a picture of your coffee throughout the day, or, you know, just a picture of a flower, they'll probably think it's about them when it's not. So you need to understand that this person really doesn't know who they are. Like, this narcissists don't know themselves, and they haven't met themselves with that level of honesty. And therefore, I feel like for a lot of y'all, especially if it's a same-sex situation, this person wants your life. This person wants the options you have. This person wants the things that you get, right? And they're very hell-bent on taking what you have, because they have such lack mentality. They just feel not everyone can be happy, and not everyone can have everything, and only they deserve to have everything, because, you know, the entitlement. And so for a lot of y'all, I feel this person has done some weird mirror magic on you. This person has tried to plagiarize you. They have definitely siphoned off your energy and tried to harvest your energy, and they just they just really copy certain quirks about you, certain vibes about you, the things that make you, you know, your one-liners, the way you move your hands, you know. So this person, for a lot of y'all, I feel this narcissist was only around you to study you, because they sort of understood that you are everything people like, and if they can be more like you, people will perhaps like them. But they need to, again, the delusion is so thick in their mind, in the thick skull, that they do not realize that other people are not that stupid. Other people can be very discerning, and they can figure out what is what. People can separate milk from water. It doesn't take a genius to do that. Like I said, they have secret feelings of insecurity, shame, vulnerability, and humiliation. Especially now that for a lot of y'all, I feel a lot of y'all have completed your south node karmic cycles, and finally you're walking into your north node, and it's very triggering to this person, because like I said, I feel a lot of y'all are in the public eye like me, and they just cannot stand the attention you get. And I feel for a lot of y'all, I feel for a lot of my spiritual people out there, I think, a lot of y'all are struggling to be in the public eye, and because of your spiritual growth and your ability to detach, which is sort of keeping you healthy in this whole situation, So you need to definitely have detachment when dealing with this person. And I think I feel a lot of y'all have healed. I feel a lot of y'all are in the process of healing. And I feel for the one last time, you will be tested again and again. And this narcissist will only try to come back into your life working on your emotions. This person's whole shtick is that their whole personality is based on illusions. For example, narcissists, they hate confrontation. And it's really important to understand why do they hate confrontation. If you stand in your truth, and if you know who you are, and if other people don't like you, you can stand up for yourself. You're okay being confronted for who you are. But this narcissist doesn't know themselves. They're not in touch with themselves or their reality here. And they just have difficulty overall in failure to look inwards and identify issues that need to be worked on. And they definitely struggle to collaborate with a we mentality, and they just want to dominate others. So like I said, they want to be put on a pedestal for, I don't know, God knows what, right? So, and again, I feel a lot, this person will try to work on and hit you where it hurts. This person will try to affect your emotions, will try to spread lies about you, try to humiliate you in public. But you need to know that all of that is going to backfire. Your name will be cleared, and I feel for a lot of y'all, the kind of work you do, that speaks for itself, right? So people can look for themselves who is true and who is not. So you need to be detached from what this person is doing, because this person's life is falling apart for sure. And I feel they're obviously, being the narcissist that they are, they're just going about pretending as if, they're in the best relationship and they're having the most fun and all that. But what they're really masking is the shame, the vulnerability, the humiliation they feel. And for a lot of y'all, I do feel this narcissist had feelings for you at one point, but it doesn't mean anything, because even if they had love for you, it comes out in very unhealthy ways because they don't love themselves. And I feel a lot of y'all have just struggled with love. I feel a lot of y'all just want to be loved. I feel a lot of y'all just want to be understood and be seen for who you are. And this narcissist's whole personality is based in lies and deceit. So they will always run away from confrontations. And I feel a lot of y'all aren't afraid of confrontations. I feel you would be the kind of person that is not afraid of standing up to an army. And let me tell you, a narcissist can never stand up alone. They always need pots and pans that make too much noise. They need empty pots and pans that make too much noise. And they have a herd mentality. They lack individuality, and they cannot stand for themselves because they cannot stand themselves, right? So again, I'm saying this again and again for my empaths. I need you to know it is not your job to heal this person. Even if this person feels entitled to your time, to the future money you're going to be making, because I feel a lot of y'all are coming into abundance. I feel a lot of y'all are finally going to get your ancestral wealth that you're owed. And this narcissist will definitely feel very, very entitled to the hard work you're doing right now. And the only difference between you and this narcissist is you're not a narcissist, firstly, and secondly, you do the work. You put in the work, you put in the hours every day. And narcissists usually, even if they're in high-ranking positions, they will always try to outsource their work. They will always sort of try to outsource their work to others. So for example, if this narcissist is working in a company, they will make sure they hire a friend, or they make sure they hire someone in their family. So, and they would make sure that they're more subordinate to them, so they can outsource their work and they don't have to do it. And you know, the friend or the brother would have to do all the work while they get to, you know, mess around or just be a fat narcissist that they are. So you need to know it was never your job to heal this person, despite you trying your best. So this was just a lesson for you, and what you're really being called here to do is you really need to take the essence out of the lemons and make a lemonade without being bitter. And I feel a lot of y'all are very magical in the way that you transmute your pain, you know, and this person cannot stand it, by the way, you know, so keep doing that. You're doing the right thing. They're chronically bored with anything new that might interest them, and it's short-lived. So like I said, you know, this person will just go from a person to person, and they just want the newest shiny thing, and they're sort of bored of it. So they never truly value things. You know, even if this person is driving a very nice car, or, you know, stays in very nice places, this person doesn't have the ability to enjoy these things because they don't love themselves, period, point blank. And they just want to go from one shiny thing to the next shiny thing. So a narcissist would definitely have multiple partners that they would juggle. And again, they would almost get off on lying and not telling that they're seeing other people, because they just want to feel so superior, right? Because at the end of the day, they're really ugly on the inside. And for a lot of them, I feel ever since you've left this person, they're looking very ugly on the outside as well. You know, so you need to understand outer beauty is just a reflection of the inner. And this narcissists are usually just so superficial, and they only care about how they look, what they drive, how they come off to other people. And I feel a lot of y'all don't care. I feel a lot of y'all just don't care how people perceive you. And I feel that is more healthy, you know, because, and it's not that you're not in touch with your reality, you very much are. And I think it is because you're so much in touch with your reality, you don't care, because you know your truth. And you're not afraid of standing up in your truth. And like I said, you know, narcissists will never be alone. They will always have a gang of people attacking you, or they will always have they'll just always have a gang around them, because they're just so afraid of looking within. You know, they're just so afraid to look within. The fear of shame makes them obsessed with how they look, what they do, and how they appear in people's eyes. But again, you know, the delusion is so thick, they do not realize at some point the mask will fall off. And they don't realize when the mask falls off. So I feel a lot of people like you just naturally distance yourself. And I feel you were not the first person to do this in this narcissist's life, but you were sort of the last, I would say, because you're not only breaking ancestral patterns for yourself, you're also healing the collective here, my empaths. Again, it's a general reading. It's don't try to fit it to your situation unless it actually fits. You know, I know this message is going to be for a very specific few people out there, and I just want you to know that you're not alone in this. I know you feel very scared. I know I get how anxious and paranoid you get, but you need to understand that this person is doing all this just to keep you stuck, just to keep you paranoid and anxious. And the best way to sort of deal with a narcissist, period, point blank, is you have to starve them. Don't give them the attention. And you know, a narcissist is basically a child. If you don't give them the attention, you know, they'll probably start spreading lies about you. They will throw a tantrum. They will have a very short temperament, a very short fuse, you know. So you just need to keep focusing on what you are doing right now. And, you know, I feel a lot of y'all are building legacy wealth. So just focus on one day at a time, you know, focus on your small tasks. Make sure you're placing your bricks properly for the palace you're building. And again, I'm saying, you will be tested over and over again. I know a lot of you are like, Vinit, when will this end? And I'm telling you, it will end when you learn your lesson. So do not be emotionally swayed by this person. Do not be emotionally swayed by this person at all. They will always try to emotionally manipulate you because they know you are an empath. They know you have unconditional love. So do not let them use your kindness as weakness, because your kindness is not your weakness. Your ability to love is a superpower. It's a gift. It's not even a superpower, it's a gift. And your gifts only increase when you share it with others. But I feel you are in a place where you have become more discerning because of the experiences. So yeah, this narcissist doesn't want me to talk. So I feel a lot of y'all are in a place where you have become discerning, or you are becoming discerning, and you're finally letting go of your own trust issues and abandonment issues. And you will be able to love and be the natural giver that you are when the divine timing is right. I feel for a lot of y'all are meant to be alone right now to work on yourself. I feel a lot of y'all have a lot of work to do on yourself. And again, if this was a romantic situation, know that you are magnetizing yourself and attracting your soulmate in. And for a lot of y'all, I feel this narcissist knows that, and they just cannot stand that. And they will try everything in their power to stop you, try to keep you stuck. For a lot of y'all, I'm getting, there were obviously smear campaigns and lies and rumors about you. But for a lot of others, this narcissist really crossed the line when they paid a witch doctor to do some weird magic on you, which by the way didn't work at all. You know, they wasted money and everything. And like I said, you know, you're very, very guarded right now. You're very divinely protected. So everything that they have sent to you has been returned back to the sender. You know, your ancestors are very mad right now. Your ancestors are pissed. You know, so they're definitely handling things. And what your ancestors are saying is, you need to do your due diligence every day. You know, cross your T's and dot your I's and let them take care of the rest. And for a lot of y'all, I feel you're not complaining enough to your ancestors. You need to really purge out and complain to your ancestors and your spirit guides and angels to take care of the situation. And they will. They really will. Every time this narcissist tries to throw something at you now, I feel they're getting towers in their own life, one after the other. So they're actually blocked from even coming towards you with any of the bullshit. So for a lot of y'all, I would recommend to do a cord cutting ritual. And I'm not going to give the details of the cord cutting ritual on this video because I'm very self-aware and I know I'm being cross-watched. So if you want a cord cutting ritual details, you can mail me or write to me on Instagram. I'm definitely ready to share this information for free, but I just don't want to do it on camera because, you know, of being cross-watched. So I would really recommend you to do a cord cutting ritual. It's important for you to cut your cords with this person, because even if this person is not in your physical proximity, they're still sort of lingering in your energy. And you just have to cut the cord, and I feel that will help you release this person in a more better way. We already spoke about their addictions and how addictions become imperative and necessary for them to relieve the rising stress. We also went over how afraid they are of confrontation because their whole identity is based in a lie. They don't know who they are, and that's why they will try to mimic you. They will definitely try to copy you. They want to feel validated by getting a response from you. So, like I said, you know, this narcissist's life is definitely falling apart, and they're doing everything in their power to make sure yours falls apart too. But your life is not going to fall apart. So let me tell you that firstly. And this narcissist will go above and beyond. They will try to speak to your friends. This narcissist will try to speak to your friends, your other exes, and they will do the most to just figure out what you are up to. They want to get any piece of information they can on you, you know. So again, I would say be careful about what you're posting online. But again, don't keep that in mind, that you need to be mindful of what they are thinking or saying, because you cannot give your power away. You are the main character in your life. You hold the remote to your life. You're not going to let someone disrespect you on your phone, right? You're just going to block the clown, right? So keep this person blocked, but use cord cutting rituals. I would say do the cord cutting ritual on a full moon, or do it closer to the eclipse. I think the next eclipse is going to be November, so I'm not saying hold on till November unless you're seeing it around that time, but definitely do the cord cutting ritual on a full moon. It's going to make all the difference to you. So like I said, this person is not afraid of hitting you below the belt. They will try everything in their power to get to you. They will use your other exes, they will use your friends, they will use the mutual people. They will just try everything and anything. And the only reason this narcissist hasn't come towards you directly is because of their arrogance. They're highly arrogant. We already spoke about how they have this false superiority. So the only reason they haven't come at you till now is their false sense of self, which is truly false, right? So they want to feel validated by getting a response from you. So you need to keep your calm, you need to keep your cool. I know it's very frustrating. I know it's very annoying, and I get it. It may even make you paranoid at times and give you anxiety. But you need to come back and center yourself again and again. I would recommend yoga practices, grounding yourself, walking in the park bare feet. Again, I keep saying walking in the park bare feet because the lower chakras are your security chakras, and when you just sort of interact with nature, it balances it out. Mother Earth naturally heals you, so you really need that natural healing right now. For a lot of y'all going through it, so this person is going through chaos, and they definitely want to put their chaos onto you. And the only way they'll feel okay is if they see you bothered. They'll get some sort of messed up sense of satisfaction by knowing that even you're not doing well and you're not stuck, because they are stuck. They are really stuck in their lives, and you just have to keep doing you. You have to keep focusing. I feel a lot of y'all are finally in a place where you're being independent financially, emotionally, in every way, and just know your soul tribe is coming in. Your soul tribe will come in at the right time when you have healed yourself enough. Yeah, do not let this narcissist barge into your house at all. For a lot of y'all, I feel this narcissist will try to barge into your house, so keep some sage ready, And we already spoke about how this narcissist is an energetic leech. They cannot sustain themselves on their own. They always need a host. So this is like a parasite personified in real life. So what you can do, period, point blank, is not engage with them, not reply to their messages. And I think a lot of y'all genuinely don't care anymore. But I feel you may get triggered at some times emotionally, like, why is this person doing this to me? And you need to understand that this is happening for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, whether you like it or not. Whether you see it in that moment or not, you will get clarity over a period of time. And this narcissist has been hell-bent on you not getting clarity to keep you stuck. So, yes, you're very protected and chosen, again and again. I'm saying this. You're very, very protected, so don't for a minute think that they can do anything to you. I mean, obviously they have the gaze on you because they want to see if there's a chink in your armor, so they can use that and sort of come back into your life. But you better keep your roach spray ready for this cockroach. I think in the meantime, while you have new love and your soul tribe coming in, you need to do shadow work. So please check out the shadow work reading on the channel. It's the first reading I ever uploaded. So a lot of y'all need to focus. A lot of y'all a lot of y'all need to focus on your own healing and your own shadow work. You need to understand, why does this person trigger you still, if at all you're triggered, you know. I feel a lot of y'all are healing or in the process of healing, and I feel a lot of y'all have healed like me, you know. And just focus on your healing and know that you cannot be touched. Like I said, you know, this narcissist will definitely try to use your kids against you, so just be very, very mindful of that. And we'll pull some tarot and see how can you heal from this situation. Okay, so we have 7 of Cups, the Hierophant, 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Moon. I'll clarify the Moon. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Why do we have this Moon card here? Can you clarify this Moon? Okay, so the Moon card is clarified by the Knight of Cups. So you need to know that, like I said, you know, this person hasn't changed. They're still very much in the Page and Knight energy, and you're showing up here as an Empress or the Emperor, you know, however you choose to identify with. And I feel a lot of y'all are meant to be in prominent places of position and power with the Hierophant. I feel a lot of y'all are wise old souls, and this narcissist hasn't really changed their ways. They have way too many secrets, they have way too many lies, and they will still come at you with their illusions. But I think you are in a place where you're able to cut through emotions. And we have the 7 of Cups, and 7 of Cups, 5 of Wands, the Moon, right? And the Knight of Cups. So this person's superpower is just based in lies and illusion and deep deception. That's all this person can ever do. You need to know this. This person is only good for that. Lying. This person can only lie. And they don't even lie very well, right? Because if you're getting caught, what's the point? But again, the self-awareness is lacking. So just know that they will try to come at you with illusions. They will try to come at you with conflicts. They'll try to come at you with their drama, saying, oh, you know, they need your help now more than ever, or some crap like that. Okay, but this is a grave they dug for themselves, so they better lie in it. They're definitely going to pay for their karma. And you are showing up here as the Queen of Wands. So I feel a lot of y'all have gone through glow-ups. You may want to check out the next glow-up video on the channel. I feel a lot of y'all have gone through glow-up. And I feel your glow-up has a lot to do with the inner work you have done. I feel a lot of y'all are looking better, feeling better, talking better, moving better. And you're just very happy overall. And like I said, you know, this narcissist is extremely jealous. I feel for a lot of y'all, I feel this person left you thinking that you would be stuck on them, right? Again, delusion. So their words are empty air. They will never keep up to any of their words. They love making broken promises because they know that they'll never fulfill them. Therefore, they take leeway with their imagination and creativity when it comes to lying. You need to know this. Can we get more messages, Spirit? So like I said, you know, we have 10 of Pentacles. So a lot of y'all are building legacy wealth here. So you just need to keep focusing on what you are doing right now. And this narcissist will try their best to push you off path. They really want you to stop. And another thing that I'm picking up with this 10 of Pentacles is they definitely feel entitled to the future abundance that you are going to create. And that's just really sick. And you don't owe them anything, by the way. You need to remember this, being the empath that you are. You do not owe this narcissist anything. So their entitlement is not your problem, it's their problem. And they're definitely going to be very, very jealous of your abundance that is coming in. So just know that you have been put on this earth with all these tests for a reason, and you are truly protected in while all this mess is going down. And for a lot of y'all, I feel a lot of y'all want to move, travel long distance. That will happen. I feel a lot of y'all will finally get the house of your dreams here. we have Four of Swords. So I feel a lot of y'all have been going through the dark night of the soul. A lot of y'all have been retreating and taking care of yourselves and resting. And Spirit is saying you really have to rest. And when you rest, you don't just have to not do anything, but also stop your mind from the overthinking. You have to give up the swords here and retreat into this little cave. Because you need solitude and your ability to retreat over and over again to sort of recharge yourself. Not, empaths at the end of the day, no matter how much they love being around people, empaths are introverts. Most empaths, I would say. And no matter how much you love to give others and pour into others, you need to understand that in order to recharge yourself, you have to be alone. You're not an extrovert. Most of y'all aren't extroverts. Extroverts need people to sort of make them energetically feel good. But I feel most empaths are very sensitive and therefore introverts, and don't feel guilty for taking time out for yourself. If your friends don't understand, let them be. If your parents don't understand, let them be. You're meant to walk alone on this path. And you're not truly alone here because you have your angels and sisters, spirit guides, behind you at all times. I'm really getting Avatar, The Last Airbender, and for a lot of y'all that grew up in the late 90s, like I grew up watching The Last Airbender, and I just see how all the anime I watched as a kid has really helped me build a base of my philosophical understanding from a very, very young age. And I feel a lot of y'all are like me out there also. So just know that there is no shame and guilt in taking time out for yourself. When you need to recharge, you need to recharge. Then you have to become a little detached about what other people think and feel about you, because no one is going to be able to perceive you for who you are unless it's your soul tribe. So give people the leeway and give yourself the leeway here. Any more messages? How can my collective heal from this narcissistic abuse? So we have the Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles, and King of Swords. So just know your time is changing. You have completed your karmic cycles. You're definitely coming into abundance. You have always been very, very independent, even when you didn't have enough money or whatever. Even when you didn't have enough resources, you were complete. And you are complete always. You're showing up here as the Nine of Pentacles. You don't really need anyone. Sure, you want people, but you don't truly need anyone. Even when you have your soulmate and your soul tribe coming, and you need to remember this. Because empaths have a very special life purpose, and I feel most of our struggle is just balancing out our needs with other people's needs. And what you need to do here is be independent always. Don't give up your sovereignty to anyone, because you're showing up here as the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So for a lot of y'all, I feel y'all need to start speaking your truth. Y'all really need to start speaking your truth. You'll need to start strategizing and communicating exactly how you feel. I feel a lot of y'all have blocked throat chakras. So do some throat chakra meditation, do some chanting, and more than anything, I think what blocks your throat chakra is your fear. So I feel the more you start speaking up, the fear will go. So you just need to really start speaking up and start speaking your truth, and know that you have a sword. You have a sword to just cut through any lies, manipulation, disillusion, and illusions coming at you. I'm just noticing how this girl is sort of running, from in the Seven of Cups, and I feel that is y'all from this blue narcissist here. So start speaking your truth. Know that you will be held regardless. I feel a lot of y'all need to start taking a leap of faith here, and know that you will land on both your feet regardless. And I think this is an ultimate test for your faith. And I'm not saying have blind faith. I will never encourage anyone to have blind faith. I truly believe in earning your faith. And I feel a lot of y'all have done the due diligence to earn your faith here. So come back into your faith, come back into knowing that you will be held regardless and no conflict will touch you. That's very important. I really want you to start feeling more secure. Don't give your power away. Remember, you have your phone. You can block anyone at any given time. We'll pull some healing oracle. Spirit, let's end this on a more happier, pleasant note. Take 2 more cards. This wants to follow. 1 more card, Spirit. Too many. We'll take too many. Okay. Just 1 more card, Spirit, please. Thank you. Clear, concise messages. I want to take this. So we have endless opportunities. It's wonderful to have freedom to choose. However, sometimes indecision can be almost suffocating. So get into your body and let your gut feeling guide the way. You have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out wholeheartedly and choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reasons and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose a life from a place of heart, compassion, integrity, and you cannot go wrong. So you're really being called here to be true to yourself. And what I'm noticing on this card are the beautiful blue butterflies. So you're definitely going through some deep transformation. And what you're really called here to do is show grace to yourself while you're going through this transformation. And like I said, a lot of y'all are empaths, therefore you are very intuitive. Your path may not seem very logical, but you know where you have to go. So keep following the signs and the synchronicities. A lot of y'all may be seeing butterflies. So just pay close attention to what you're seeing. And again, there's a lot of blue on this card, so work with your throat chakra. Really start speaking your truth here. And we have the sound of the universe. So this card signifies that those pivotal moments that transcend belief remind us that a greater reality and influence us so that life will never be the same again. It symbolizes the sound of the universe. Having your world shaken up even a little can invite a closer glimpse to the greater mystery of life. There are myriad ways to keep behind the veil of the mundane. Ecstatic dance, spiritual exploration, and creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Listen for hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world. I love this card. I think it really sums up what you need to do here. And I feel a lot of y'all understand naturally that, you know, spiritual awakenings and tower moments are like, they're just not going to ever stop. And I feel a lot of y'all are seeing your spiritual awakenings and your ego deaths and your transformations as something positive finally, because you're finally realizing that every time you go through this, you're just coming home to yourself in the most authentic way you ever have before. And I feel a lot of y'all are getting a lot of downloads from your crown chakra, so pay attention to your dreams. And you know, the sound of the universe sort of speaks to working with the throat chakra, right? Like in Hinduism, the sound of the universe is Om, is the primordial sound, right? So I feel a lot of y'all should chant Om with like 528 hertz frequency. Trust me, it makes all the difference. We have Manifestia. You can decide how you want to live. The universe fully supports your choice to step into your optimal version of yourself. Dream big, then dream bigger. Now is a great time to start the projects you have been considering. All it takes is some pollination. So plant your seeds, manifest. Y'all are very, very powerful manifestors. And firstly, I think in order to truly manifest, you need to feel that you deserve everything that you ever want. So you really have to do the shadow work and free yourself from not feeling good enough, feeling like you don't have enough self-respect and esteem. And I feel this whole point of this narcissist, even like sure, I feel a lot of this I feel this narcissist definitely has hurt you on purpose. They definitely knew what they were doing. So don't be disillusioned by their fake little stories about how they are the victim every time. So you need to understand that, sure, your self-respect is affected, but you have the ability to take back your power. You have the ability to take back your power, and only when you do that will you be truly able to manifest everything you truly deserve here. Because you do deserve the best. And everyone deserves the best, you know, it's just everyone doesn't want to work for it. So plant your seeds, and obviously know that, you know, when you plant a seed, it's not going to give you fruit right away. It's going to take many moons to get there. So be patient with your manifestations, and more than anything, be patient with yourself. Be creative in your visioning. Sow the seeds of reality you want to experience through affirmation thinking and higher intentions. Then anchor or ground your dreams. Manifest from heart, overcome fear, take strong positive action and let go of outcome. Know and trust your dreams are already on their way and expect to see results. Beautiful. So I think that again explains itself, and you need to understand, and I think you finally are understanding where your true power lies. I feel a lot of y'all are meant to use your experiences and help others. I feel a lot of y'all finally realize that your own personal healing has a lot to do with the healing of the collective, and only when you, it's not God complex here, I'm just saying a lot of y'all are meant to be healers, and just like Chiron, you know, your wounds are there for a reason, so you can help others, and you need to be able to transmute all this in a way that it not just benefits you but benefits everyone else going through it. I feel a lot of y'all just need to make YouTube videos on narcissists, you know. I feel that itself will really help people out, you know. So definitely don't be ashamed and afraid of capitalizing on your horrible experiences if the need be, especially if it's helping the greater collective. So all you can do is just focus on your attention. You can just focus on your healing, focus on meditating, getting more spiritual, and also just know that you cannot be touched. This narcissist will not be able to do anything to you. You're very, very divinely protected and safe. So start living life as if knowing that, you know, nothing is going to happen to you. And then just see how your energetic charge shifts and changes, you know. Just how you start doing even the mundane things very differently, and how you even just find joy in waking up and brushing your teeth every morning. Something so minuscule like that, or like folding your laundry. You know, you will be able to find joy because you have that joy within you. You really have that joy within you to find joy anywhere on the outside, you know, and outer beauty is just a reflection of the inner. So please remember that. And again, this was a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to fit it to your situation. I know this may not resonate for everyone on the channel, but it's going to resonate for a few, and I am doing this for y'all because I want you to know that you're not alone. There's nothing to be scared of. This person is not going to be able to do anything to you. So just live your best life and keep focusing on your own healing. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my Instagram and my email ID will be given in the description box below, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you.